Hey y'all, it is Stephanie, and today, as you can see, I am literally at home, and it's Monday. It's the day before the 4th of July, so it's been a really chill day, and I decided to get on here and share a few credit tips with y'all. I think I'm going to share about 5 tips how you can boost your credit score on your own. If you stick to the plan and go ahead and do what is needed, you can get to your score by doing these simple steps. Boosting your credit, first and foremost, you have to know what your goal is, like whether you're trying to purchase a house, whether you're trying to start a business, whether you are looking to buy a car. What is your goal? What is the overall reason you're looking to boost your credit? With that being said, a lot of people don't know their credit score, have never looked at their credit report, and a lot of times you don't even know where to start because you don't even know where you are when it comes to your credit. The first tip that I'm going to give you is, first you want to obtain your credit report. And it's okay to have Credit Karma. I know everybody and their mama have Credit Karma, but you want to know what your FICO score is. You want to get a full detailed credit report and analysis. I highly suggest that you go to annualcreditreport.com, and it's going to give you a full credit report with everything that's going on with your credit. It doesn't necessarily have scores, but it does have a detailed report, and this is exactly what you need to get things going. That's the first tip. Definitely know what your credit is. Know your credit profile so that you can know what you need to do to boost that score, right? The second tip, you want to focus on this before you start. Now that you know what your credit report and what's on your credit report, you want to focus on this step. Is very important before you get into anything else. You want to freeze your credit. You want to opt out of sharing information to these specific bureaus, which I'm going to name, because we all know, well, some people don't know. The 3 main credit bureaus is Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. But believe it or not, there's so many other credit bureaus out here. Those are just the ones that people are familiar with and most of lenders use. But guess what? They are obtaining your information from certain companies that these are that's the reason why you have these accounts on your credit, because the companies I'm about to name, they're sharing this information to the credit bureaus. What you want to do for my second tip, I highly suggest that you opt out of sharing information with CoreLogic, LexisNexis, and Innovis. These 3 companies have your information, and if you do not opt out of sharing information, they are sharing it with the 3 credit bureaus, which is causing these collections and all of this information, even your addresses, phone numbers, all of that information is being shared to the bureau. You want to opt out of sharing that information, right? That's the second step. The third step that you want to focus on is, now that you've opted out of sharing information, you want to start disputing all of your negative items, every single negative items. Just to let you know, anything like a collection, anything like an inquiry, late payments on your credit cards. I know we've all been there. Late payments on your car note, those have to go to even, bankruptcy, student loans, anything that's negatively impacting your score, in which you will see this after you pull your report and get that report. You want to start disputing those negative items as quick as possible. I know with my program, I focus on all of the negative items at the same time because I want to get results quicker. And you do not necessarily want to dispute online, although I know it works for some people, but I just don't personally suggest it, because disputing online, you cannot provide all of the necessary documentation that is needed to get those items removed. That is the third step that you want to do with this process. The fourth step, now that you started disputing those items and you're waiting for results, in the meantime, what do you have on your credit report that's actually helping your credit score, right? You've taken a look at it, you've analyzed it, but guess what? If you don't have anything that's positively impacting it, for an example, like credit cards, trade lines, things of that nature, I highly suggest that you get a credit card. Coach yourself through this thing. You want to be responsible. Pay your credit card on time. Only use a 30% percentage of that credit card, whatever it is. You want to start with using only 30% and paying it back. Pay attention to your due dates. Pay attention to all of those things, and you should start seeing some increases. But definitely get a credit card. If you can't get approved for a credit card that already has a limit, I highly suggest that you get a secured card. If you are in a lower percentile of a low credit score, then you want to get a credit card, even if it's a secured. Go ahead and put the funds on there. But in the long run, we're getting to the goal. Get you a credit card and start building. That's my fourth tip. Be responsible with your credit card. Get one. The last tip that I'm going to give y'all is to definitely, if you are renting and you are looking to do these steps to build your credit, if you are renting, you need to add your rent to your credit to give yourself some extra boosters. Two things are going to happen when you add your rent as a trade line. And I'm not talking about my rent, the address is on my credit report. No, I'm talking about where you're adding your rent to your credit as a trade line, just like a car note, just like a credit card. You want to add it to your credit profile. You pay it monthly. That is a bill that you're going to automatically pay, right? You need to be rewarded for it. Go ahead and add it to your credit profile so you can give yourself some extra boosters. Some platforms even have it where you can do back 2 years of payments and literally add that. And that can literally boost your credit because of length of credit, and then also because you're paying your rent on time. Those are simple 5 tips that you can do to boost your credit. I believe in you. You can do it. Get to your goal. Go ahead and start doing these things. If you definitely need my assistance, then I'm going to put that information below, but also subscribe. I'm going to be giving these tools and these tricks and these tips just to get you to your goal. Definitely subscribe, share this video, but I'll see y'all at the top.